What's up, teams? Your commissioner here with the very wild Zoe. She is looking for treats, but there are no treats. Sorry, no treats. You ate them already. So, too bad. So, your favorite wide retriever, Zoe, is here, and she's still looking for treats. All right. Well, welcome to your Week 3 recap. I just got back from Vegas, so pretty tired. My cousin Angeli and Breland got married in Vegas, so just got back from there. It was a great wedding, had tons of fun. Got to see a lot of family on my mom's side that I don't get to see very often, especially ones from Australia and across the U.S. that I don't get to see very often. So it was kind of like a mini reunion as well, but lots of fun. So, anyways, congratulations, Angeli and Breland. Wish you a long, happy marriage.
Ladies and gentlemen, step on up and grab a picture of the entire wedding party.
All right. Well, our season is off to a pretty great start. We're in the first quarter of our season, and at this point, we only have one team that is undefeated, and that's the Bonecracker at 3-0. And then there are about 6 teams that are sitting at 2-1. So there's a lot of teams that are kind of up there at the top, but eventually some of them are going to have to lose, and things will kind of start to play out the way they're supposed to for the season. But let's take a look at the standings. Every quarter I like to look at where we are. So let's pull those up and let's see where you stand, okay? Okay, and here are our East standings. Sitting at top, Bonecracker 3-0. And at the bottom, all I do is Winston at 0-3. Here are your West standings. There are 4 teams tied for the first place at 2-1, and then in last is Dr. Phil at 0-3. Okay, so those are the standings. You know where you are. You know what you need to do. If you need to get on that waiver wire and find some new players, do it. But it's early in the season, so lots of time to make up ground if you need to, or to do what you need to do to stay on top. All right? Okay, well, that said, let's get started with our update for Week 3, and time to cue up that awesome primetime music. All right, so our points leader for this week, we have a new number 2 all-time points leader, and that would be the Bonecracker. He killed it this week with 184 points. He had some really good contributions from some of his key players. Let's see, Mike Evans scored him 40 points. Mark Ingram scored him 33. Showtime Mahomes with 29. And Alvin Kamara with 28. That's 4 players with really good scores. If you add up just those 4, that totals 130 points, which would have been enough to beat still any other team in our league this week. So that's a very, very good turnout for this week. So you're sitting at 3-0, undefeated. You definitely have a target on your back. We're coming to get you. But anyways, another win for this week. Congratulations. $10 to you, my man. All right. Other winners this week. Me, Dakanizer 2.0 with 110 points. The Camel Toe Killer with 110 points. Never See Coming with 97 points. What Me Wit, What Me JJ with 94 points in a very close matchup. And Fear Sandra with 93 points. Congratulations, teams. Alright, your scoring leaders this week. Our number one scoring leader was actually Russell Wilson, but he sat on the bench for All I Do Is Winston, so I'm not going to count him. So your number one scoring leader is Mike Evans with 40 points from the Bone Cracker. The number two would have been Daniel Jones, or I guess number three would have been Daniel Jones, sitting on my bench at 36 points. Didn't start him, but that definitely won't be a mistake again, now that I know what he's capable of. So our number two then is now Keenan Allen with 34 points from Team Fear Sandra. And then number three, Mark Ingram with 33 points from the Bone Cracker. All right. So that's your recap for week 3. That brings us to the Come On Man, Not So Top 3. Okay, sitting at number 3, I am calling out Shrimp Fried Jice because you lost by 3 points. But you definitely had opportunities to win. You had you started Brandon Cooks, who scored 14 points, or Cooper Kupp, who scored 26 points, or Jameis Winston, who scored 27 points. Had you started any one of those 3, you would have got the win. But you didn't, and now you sit at 1 and 2, so you get a huge come on, man. And then at number 2, I'm calling out Little Red Fournette. You only had 2 positions that got you double-digit scores this week, and that's your quarterback and defense and special teams. Let's see, kind of weird, but you started 2 tight ends this week. You're in your tight end slot and in the flex, and guess what? Both of them only scored you 1 point. That sucks. But interesting enough, I looked at your roster. You have a third tight end, Will Dissly, and he sat on your bench, and he actually scored 13 points. So that would have helped you. You also had McCole Hardman, who scored 16 on your bench. That would have helped you, but you didn't, so you lost. You're 1 and 2, so calling you out, and you get a come on, man. And then at number 1, I am calling out Dropping Deuces. Yes, I'm calling you out because you lost by 33 points. You only scored 64 points, which is really low. But, I looked at your lineup. There's really not any combination you could have done to get you to win this week, especially scoring that low. Your team just didn't show up, and there was no way you could have got a W this week. And, for that reason, and mainly because you're sitting at 1 and 2, and things are not looking good for you, but getting blown out by 33 points, not good. So you get the biggest come on, man. All right. Well, that brings us to the week 4 matchup that I would like to highlight. And I am calling out the Bone Cracker versus What Me Wit, What Me JJ, who's sitting at 2 and 1, and the Bone Cracker at 3 and 0. So both are winning, have winning records. Should be a pretty close matchup from when I look at the lineups and the projections. Should be pretty close unless the Bone Cracker really goes off again this week with his players. We'll see. But that now brings us to Zoe's picks. Yeah! All right, Zoe chose right last week. She chose Never See It Coming. So that brings her to 1 and 2 on the season as far as, and so she's sitting in at 50% choosing. So let's take a look at who Zoe's gonna pick this week between the Bone Cracker and What Me Wit, What Me JJ. All right, here we go. Okay, to the left we have Wat Me Wit, Wat Me JJ, and to the right, Bone Cracker. All right, she tends to pick to the left. Okay, that's Zoe's pick. So hopefully she goes 2-3 for the season after this week. We'll see. All right, well, that's it for week 3 recap. Sorry. So good luck to you teams in week 4. That's all I have. Your commissioner. I'm out. Deuces.